In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Organize tab within the D2L navigation bar. The first thing that we're going to take a look at is the checklist. Online courses, there's a lot of flexibility associated with them. However, it can be tough to keep organized. Your checklist is designed to kind of keep you on top of what needs to be done in the course so that you know what you need to do. If you're in Physics 20, you're going to take a look at the Physics 20 checklist. Of course, every checklist for different courses is going to look different. So in this checklist, we're going to see all the assessments that need to be completed. There's one for Module 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and so on and so forth. We also see within the checklist a deadline. This is the absolute latest date to complete these group of assignments in Module 1. Now this deadline has been based on the last group of students that are entering the course. We have students entering the course each week, and therefore some students are going to have more time to complete the course than others. For Physics 20 and Physics 30, a module should be completed in 1 to 2 weeks. If you're in something like maybe Science 14, 10, or 24, those bigger units can sometimes take 2 to 3 weeks to complete. So these deadlines are just in place so that last group of students knows when they have to have their work completed by. So if you're in a regular class and you're starting the course in September and it runs through January, you're going to have more time to work than those people arriving a little bit later. So therefore, your deadline and the time that you should complete your group of assignments by should be quicker than October 17th. So to keep track of that, what we're going to use is a work plan. To take a look at the work plan, what you'll need to do is go to Learn, go to Content, and you'll see an initial work plan listed. We'll click on that and we'll go to the initial work plan content page. In here, we'll see a work plan template. You can click on this link right here and download a copy of the template. Your work plan is what you're going to use to keep on top of your deadlines in the course, as well as kind of set a schedule for your work in the course. So at the top of the document, we see an initial work plan. This is the initial document that you're going to create and set deadlines for yourself. You're going to need to use the checklist for this. There's also a final work plan review, which I'll talk about later. So this is the template right here that needs to be filled out. You need to put your name as well as the course, and for Physics 20 we see all the different modules and exams that are listed. In this first column here we see a module deadline listed from the course checklist. These are those dates that are located within the checklist, and what you're going to need to do is fill them out within the template right here. So if we go back to our course and we go to Organize and we go to Checklist, we'll see the dates that we need to input into that first column. For Physics 20, Module 1, the last date that you can complete these assignments and submit them is October 17th. So in our template, we would put October 17th here. This is just an example. Now, let's say you started the course at September 5th. I just said that modules in physics should take maybe 1 to 2 weeks to complete. Therefore, you're going to need to get this group of modules or the assignments within Module 1 done much quicker than October 17th. If you started on the 5th, maybe you should set a goal of completing the assessments by September 20th, if you start on September 5th or something like that. And what you'll do is you'll do that for each one of the modules within the course or each one of the units. That's what you need to do to complete the initial work plan. Once you have those first two columns completed, you'll save your document, and then what you'll need to do is you'll need to submit that to the initial work plan Dropbox right here. Now for the final work plan review, what you're going to do is you're going to kind of keep track and see how you did on your goals. So let's say I had a goal of completing my work by September 20th for Module 1. Maybe I actually completed it by September 18th. This is excellent because I beat my goal. So therefore, in the final work plan review, you would get a mark towards that final 1%. And basically we'll do a comparison of what your dates are and what your actual completion dates are. Now, we understand that life is dynamic and things come up, and sometimes you won't meet these deadlines that you set. So for example, in Module 1, say I wanted to have everything done by September 20th. I'm working through the course and I realize, oh, I forgot about my basketball practice and games on the weekend. I'm not going to be able to complete my work by September 20th. If you contact your instructor before September 20th and let them know that you need to adjust the work plan, let them know within private discussions, they may allow you to adjust your work plan and push that date back to maybe something like September 25th. Now, you're allowed to do this. However, we also keep track of how many times you're having to push back your deadlines. If you're always having to push back your deadlines, that indicates that there might be a problem and that we need to adjust something so that you can complete the course on time. Remember, if you're starting the course in September, Module 1 should be done well before that first deadline that's listed in the checklist. Let's take a look at the other features that are found within that Organize tab. There's the calendar function. This is basically going to just be a calendar that'll come up. You can use this to help you keep organized, set yourself little events and stuff. The other thing that you can use to organize is your exams. So if you have face-to-face exams, you're going to need to write and sign up for a face-to-face exam using the Student Center. More information can be found on that within the exam info forum as well as in other videos.